In this video we are going to talk about Transient Capture Test. Now let's start with theoretical basics. Using this test type we can capture and analyze various transient processes, including shocks. In this test our RULA controller works as data acquisition system and only captures the incoming data. Let's start with the settings. So we open TestUp and select Transient Capture Test. Now we need to set the parameters for capturing the data. Our first tab is called Pulse. If we enable it, we can create a task line for our capturing events. Here we can set pulse duration, amplitude, its type and enable tolerance lines, which can be set with different parameters and based on different standards. You should remember that this tab is optional and these settings will be used for data visualization. The next step is used for SRS calculation. Here we can enter the profile lines for shock response spectrum. This option can be enabled with the checkbox in the bottom of the tab. Let's continue and go to SRS Parameters tab. Here we need to enable it to perform SRS calculations. If you want to learn more about these parameters, watch our tutorial about SRS vibration test. There will be a link in the description. Now we navigate to our main tab. It is called Triggering and Filtration. In the Trigger section, we set data capturing settings. Firstly, we need to select synchronization type. It can be set as positive, negative, or both fronts. After that, we set the capturing level in amplitude. Then we need to enter time before and after the shock, which will be shown on the resulting graph. If you want to set your shock in the center of the graph, check the same time option. Holding option is used to discard undesired shocks which can happen because of the rebounding. For example, if we drop something on the rubber surface, it will bounce and hit it multiple times. To avoid these shocks, we use this parameter. After that, we set maximum time and frequency for analysis. Also, we can enable triggering by absolute. The next section is called filtration. Here we can select the FIR filter or disable it. If filtration is enabled, we need to set high pass and low pass frequencies and fronts. In the bottom of the tab we can select auto calculation option for sample rate, capture time and hold off time. On the right side we have additional settings. Shock frequency measuring period is used for automatic pneumatic shock machines and shows the period between the shocks. Auto user maximum shows the special cursor on the graph, and using this we can set the level for the cursor and the way of duration calculation. It can be calculated according to the cursor, or if we have repetitive shock or impact and enable waveform calculation, the duration will be set as the distance between the first and last trigger crossing. After the settings, we go to channels and select our configuration. Now we are ready to start the test. Now we need to wait some time for the system signal stabilization, and then we can capture the shocks. Here you see that we have captured our first shock. On the left side we have a control panel with all the data about it. Also, you can change the test settings during the test run. Now let's capture some more shocks. Here we see a shock counter, and using these arrows we can see all the captured data. That's all for today. If you have any questions, write us an email and we will answer it as soon as possible. I hope you learned something new from the video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to our channel and press the like button. It will help us to make more videos for the channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.